So, hello all of Southpaw Hair's viewers. We're trying and probably failing to record stuff because we can't. This is Ego Ido. Say hi, Randy.
Hello.
And my name is... I've forgotten what my name is. I'm sorry. It's like I woke up at 9 a.m. in the morning to do this because I live in Australia and scheduling, and Southpaw Hair asked me, can you commentate a match? And I said yes. When is it? And he's like, oh, it's at this time. And I'm like, that time means nothing to me. That's American time. And so I looked it up, and it's 9 a.m. for me. So, yeah, 9 a.m. Australian time.
Don't hate on American time. American time is the best time. It's just grand. You wouldn't know because you don't have freedom like we do.
Yeah, I don't have freedom like you do. Not since
America.
Yeah, not since Tony Abbott got into power. But that's politics. We're here to talk about card games, specifically Yomi. We're in the middle of a tournament between a lot of people. There were 64 people. I was one of them. I'm already eliminated because I just suck at tournaments. And where the match here is between Southpaw Hair, our good friend, and Captain, whom I have seen around the lobby and I have played a couple times, but I haven't seen recently, so I don't know what his playstyle is like. I've forgotten what his main character is like.
Only time shall tell.
Only time shall tell. Okay,
all right, here we are.
We've started. Southpaw Hair's picked Geiger. No surprise, that's his best character. Captain has picked Gwen, so we've seen this match before.
He is the captain of Gwen. Question answered.
Hoorah. Alright, so my guess would be first turn block from Southpaw. I can't see his hand, and I was right. And
see, this is why you always open with a throw.
They always open with a throw against Geiger. I think the Yomi bot also does that. Like, people expect first turn blocks with Geiger so much that even the bloody Yomi bot throws against Geiger first turn, even when they're playing a character with shitty throws. Like, I think...
Well, Geiger loves to block.
Geiger loves to block. The thing about Gwen, though, is that you don't really need to throw Geiger's blocks as long as you have appropriate cards. Wow.
One good throw deserves an up.
Trading those throws.
And a time kick.
Nice. Time kick from Southpaw. That taunt has become...
Signature time kick.
Yeah, that taunt has become iconic in the community, sort of. Queen, yeah. Dat reversal. Gotta love those reversals.
Yeah, don't think I can blame Southpaw there, wanting to go with the 2 mix-up. Understandable.
Yeah. It had a very low chance of working. I think he probably would have landed it if she had opted for a throw or had just gone for an odd block, I guess.
Well, honestly, I wouldn't have assumed her to block because Gwen built up a hand pretty fast, and she does have that queen. But I can see where Southpaw was coming from.
Yeah, well, the thing about Gwen's is that, you know, most people assume Gwen doesn't need to block either, because people just, around this community, they just say, oh, so-and-so doesn't need to block, but... Okay, so Gwen can cripple her hand just as easily as any other character by, you know, wasting cards. And so... Dodging a slow normal. Yeah. So, she can end up, like, without any of her good resources in her hand, and, you know, even though she does draw 2 cards per turn, she can't rely on that. It's like the same thing, like people say shenanigans just gives Zane extra cards. Well, yeah, it does, but you can't rely on shenanigans because it's random, just like drawing cards is random. So a lot of the time, Gwen players will like to block just so they can, you know...
The block.
Yeah. Shadow play.
Alright, let's see where the match goes from here.
Yeah.
55-46.
That's,
of course,
yeah, that's reasonable.
of course, the match is anyone's game regardless, because Geiger has incredible comeback potential.
Yeah. So does Gwen, actually.
Well, Gwen does huge damage. If she has a sufficient hand, she'll make you hurt.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Functionally, I think Gwen's, like, life timer only really comes into play, like, when she's on low health, because that gives her a set amount of turns to win the game in, unless she manages to get the opponent to hit Gloria's remedy. But otherwise, it just sort of feels like she's any other 70 health life or below life character. And
I agree.
yeah, depending on how long the match goes for. Yeah, slow time throw. Well, smart move with the slow time spiral instead of the fast. I mean, like, if you know your opponent is going to outspeed your fast time spiral, you might as well just use the slow one because it's a linker and it doesn't...
Oh, we got a straight.
But he had a joker.
Well, good thing. Kept off a little bit of damage, get 2 cards. But
yeah.
he's building up aces.
Yep. I don't know about you, but do you find it sort of disappointing when you put down a joker and they manage to get a straight anyway? Because, you know, you do joker the damage, but they do get aces.
Double dodge. Yeah, it's of course irksome, you know. You'd rather they don't get the benefit of the straight. I also not sure how I feel about getting knocked down when someone uses a throw against a joker, but it's still better than taking damage. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Let's see if we can even some things out here. 41-39, it's getting closer.
Yeah, now it's 39-39 due to Gwen's innate. Okay, at this point, Gwen probably is really scared of his aces. I mean, how many have we seen him power up for? I wasn't paying attention.
I've seen him power up for 1, I believe.
1. So...
But he probably has more given the state of the game as it is now.
Yeah.
Going for the dodge ace, smart move. It's gonna hurt.
Going for the regular ace would have probably, well, it would have meant that you didn't use up a dodge, but even so, Gwen can expend dodges.
How many dodges does she have? She's got a lot of dodges, doesn't she?
She's got a lot of dodges, I think. Let me just check her cards. She's got dodges on her 5s, on her 7s. I believe she has them on her 8s, and she has them on her 6s. So she has 16 dodges in total, much like Zane. So she has a high abundance of dodges, and she can be pretty sure that she's going to get more of them as the game progresses because of the 2-card draw.
Alright, Geiger's building his hand more. Do you think that we could see a temporal distortion coming up, or do you think that's too late for Geiger?
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to go for a temporal distortion at less than 20 health, because, well, unless it's, like, set up, unless I, like, have a large combo that I can do that can kill my opponent at this point in the game. But, my guess is that he just more wants to go for ace damage, because even if he has, like, just 3 aces at this point, he can, if he hits her for 30 damage, he just needs to survive 2 more turns.
Yeah, like you said, the Gwen's innate really becomes a tense factor when you're at low health.
Yeah. Like, at the moment, Gwen's innate isn't causing any disruption to Captain's game at all, because he's at 35 health. I mean, he has health to spare as long as he doesn't get hit. And
when it gets low, the desperation sets in, the pain, the anguish, the need to rush. Oh, it must be terrible.
Yes. Oh, Gwen thingamajig. Huh.
Building his hand.
Building it. It's the old Geiger trick. You do temporal distortion and then you either block or dodge. You know, because people love to throw out those fast reversals because they're like, my fast reversals beat all of his time spirals and his throws. So as long as I don't block or throw, I'll be safe from temporal distortion. And so people reversal whenever you hit temporal distortion, and so Geiger players just learn to block. But then some people caught on to the blocking tactic, and they began to throw. It's the meta game. Oh dear.
Yeah, it's the meta game at work.
Yeah. Oh
and
dear.
this is probably gonna hurt.
Unless he has another Joker. Oh no, he didn't. Yeah, it looks like Southpaw Hair loses round 1.
Oh, round 1 down. Captain takes it.
Well played, Captain.
Indeed.
Okay, so
not winning combat sucks. Yes, it does suck.
Yeah. Southpaw Hair has not switched characters. He's sticking with Geiger. I don't know how this matchup usually goes. Well, actually, no, I do sort of, because I have played it before. But...
Who do you favor? Who do you think has the...
Favor. Well, Geiger has the higher damage potential, but Gwen has an anti-block innate. Okay, Captain went for the first turn throw again, and Geiger attacked again. Wow!
Oh, first turn aces.
Nice.
Gonna be a good start for Geiger.
Yeah.
That opening 2 attack led to something big.
If you have early aces, there's really no reason not to use them, especially as Geiger, since they do like 20 damage for 2 aces, which is a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
And and because, you know, Geiger's going to be blocking for the majority of the match anyway, so he's going to be building up cards, so he's going to be, you know, powering up for aces at some point anyway. So,
Goes again with the throw.
Yeah.
As we've established, Geiger loves to block. Oh, do we... 2 aces again.
Yep.
One good ace deserves another, I guess.
Apparently. They're just, you know, trading those blows.
Geiger still has the life lead right now, but as we know, Gwen does some serious pain when she has the cards.
Yeah, it's not a substantial life lead against Gwen.
Let's see what we got here now. Captain's certainly thinking things through.
The reversal versus the Jack. Captain's play is sort of strange, I think. I mean, he threw twice in a row, and then he hit with fast reversal. So the fast reversal as Gwen, you typically just like to throw out as your safe option. But your throws are a little bit more dangerous because people still do like to attack Gwen because, you know, while her another throw is some good throws being landed by Captain.
Captain is reading Southpaw's defensive style pretty thoroughly. It seems like Captain's got a good sense of what Geiger wants to do, and Geiger's gonna pay for it.
Yeah, I don't know about that dodge though. My guess is that Southpaw doesn't have any good blocks that he wants to use up. Like maybe his only block was attached to a throw or something. But because I don't know what Geiger would dodge into from a low
it's also
hand.
unlikely that he has another ace set up, considering he just went for it.
Yeah, a really good card to use for now would probably be Flash Gear if he has it, because that just does 10 damage that he kind of wants right now, and you know, Gwen probably isn't going to try and play defensively at the moment because she's in the lead. I mean, I don't know why he threw there.
Well, I actually was half suspecting she might block or play defensive here because her hand is smaller than usual. Maybe she wants to build up, do more damage later.
Yeah, that is true, although a better way, I think, of building hand against Geiger probably was the 2-attack. Like, that 2-attack is pretty smart. Only because, you know, it does... Well, first of all, it does lead into damage, but it also does, you know, give her an extra card. Like... At this
point, a large amount of cards isn't too necessary either. Geiger's pretty low.
Yeah,
it would be nice to kill in one hit, but she's got a good lead.
Yeah, Southpaw probably did have the same reasoning that you did when it came to playing that throw. Like, thinking that, you know, because he's on low hand, he'll probably want to block, but, you know, sometimes that doesn't work out.
Some good damage for Geiger.
Yeah.
Temporal distortion doesn't seem to be a big factor for this one, seeing as how Geiger doesn't have a big enough hand, probably doesn't have access to the time spirals he needs.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I take back what I said at the beginning of the match. Don't play aces straight away, just play them if you can build up a hand, I guess. Okay, here comes the king.
I don't disagree with his choice to use aces. I feel like the damage is good. There are definitely times where you want to save it though, especially since his is 0 speed, which is definitely benefit. Very nice.
Yeah.
I'd have gone for damage too though.
Alright. But you always go for damage. You're a Degrade player.
I always go for damage. I am a Degrade player and I love me some damage. Another throw. Oh, let's see. Is it a Joker? Gwen's certainly not scared of it.
Well, no. Because... it's not a Joker.
Gwen takes match 2.
Sadness bluff. Well played, Captain, again. Jesus Christ at that one. I think it's only an extra 8 damage that he did. Gwen is totally broken. Gwen isn't actually totally broken.
Not sure I agree with that. Gwen is good. I do not think she is broken.
No, I think Captain means she's broken in the way that she's like too good. And,
I don't think she's too good. I think she's very good and definitely someone to be feared, but I wouldn't say she's broken.
No, what Gwen is, I think at least, is a character
and with opening block.
Yep. I wouldn't use Shadow Plague here if I was Captain, no. He didn't. Redless says Captain got super luck draws, in my opinion.
Well, seems like it. Geiger got some good luck with the opening ace, too.
Well, so did Gwen.
Luck is a factor, though. You can't play the game without recognizing that.
Yeah. It's like when people say, oh, you just got lucky, sometimes I'm like, yeah, but it's your job to respond to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luck is a factor, but sometimes it's an uphill battle, and you gotta hope for the best and fight against your opponent's luck. And, you know, it is luck, so it'll be on your side at some point. Ooh, time kick!
Time kick. Lovely.
And we get the
love that. I love that time kick. That time kick is brilliant.
Trying to teach Captain not to always throw him, showing that he's got a little bit of offensive pressure in his arsenal.
Yep.
How will he handle the knockdown this time? Time in the play.
A good play against knockdown fast characters like Gwen or Setsuki would probably be Joker, because they don't usually block. Oh, the slow 4.
Oh, wow.
Three slow time spirals in a row.
3 of a kind. Alright, with good lead for Geiger here.
Very good.
Gwen's got a big hand, but Geiger's got quite a lead so far.
Yep. The slow time spiral play was pretty smart, I think. I think he was either thinking he was going to hit a block or a throw. Oh, wow. 7th throw outspeeding the 8th throw.
Geiger is really making Captain pay for throwing so much.
Yep. It was not a guarantee that 7th throw would hit in a throw clash, but, you know.
No, but it's interesting to see Geiger be the thrower in this case instead of the throwee.
Yeah. I don't know, I just find it really sort of surreal when Geiger manages to outspeed somebody else's throws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Temporal distortion is up to add insult to injury.
Yep.
I mean, it's only 5 cards, but still.
That's true. Gwen has 12, so I wouldn't... Oh, wow. Nice.
Could we be going for a perfect here?
Let's go for a perfect. He didn't play Joker, but Southpaw only had 2 aces anyway. But still, let's go for the perfect. 6 turns left. Actually, he could just lame it out. Can Gwen win in 6 turns? I think she can.
Yeah, if she gets good cards, I think she can.
What does a discard pile look like? No aces in a discard pile? Yeah, I'd still play pretty carefully from here on out. But just throwing out time kicks is probably not going to, be a good option, because she probably does have Gloria's Remedy in that hand somewhere. He is blocking, so no longer a perfect.
There goes the perfect, but it's still a huge lead.
He didn't.
Geiger might be going for the lame victory that you were talking about.
Yeah, just lame it. So that was a little bit odd. Captain didn't activate Shadow Play after hitting with the king, and that's something I would probably do because Gwen was on 12 cards that turn.
Research and development is up.
Yep.
Let's see if Geiger goes offensive or continues the lame streak. I have a feeling he's trying to make it look like he's going lame, but I suspect that he wants to go for the finishing attack. He wants to stand with a bang, not a whimper, I believe.
Oh, and that's a pretty good combat win for Captain.
Now, unless that's a joker, we're gonna see what Gwen has been waiting to do for the whole match. Straight into plate. Oh, that hurts.
30 damage. Nice play from Captain.
The pressure is on, and I think it's unlikely, but I believe Captain can still come back.
He can. He's got 4 more turns. And he's got 13 cards in hand. Well, 12 cards now. But,
certainly an uphill battle.
I'd be pretty scared of that face down just there.
There's the bang that ends it, and Geiger takes one.
Fast time spiral for the win. So Geiger, the Southpaw is down 1 game to 2, but that was a pretty good match.
Yeah, really showing that he knows what he's doing. He's adjusting to Captain's playstyle, and if he adapts well enough, he could come back to take the second one.
Yep. So Captain has gone because his mother called.
Sadly, there's more to life than Yomi, and every once in a while, the cards must be found to live.
It would be nice to just play Yomi all the time, wouldn't it? Well, actually, no, it wouldn't. This game gets fucking frustrating sometimes.
Frankly, I find the other parts of life overrated. Yeah, like we said, luck is a factor, and sometimes when it's just really working against you, or your mind's getting red to no end, Yomi can be frustrating. But when you get a streak going, you do some good damage, oh, God, it's incredible.
Yeah, I know.
It's a dirty, beautiful thing.
Yep. Just reading somebody else's mind and being able to go, ha, I know you better than you know yourself.
Yeah, it does what fighting games are very good at. It makes you feel powerful. Like, that's one of the big things I always take away from fighting games, is that you feel more powerful than you normally would in another game. You feel dominating, commanding, in charge, when you play well. And I feel like Yomi does a good job of simulating that.
Well, yeah. One of the things Damn it, I'm getting feedback now. What happened?
Technical difficulties?
Yeah, I'm starting to get feedback from your side of my voice, and it's throwing me off.
Huh.
Well, I'm not getting it anymore.
Alright.
It just happened for a few seconds there for some reason. Anyhow, game 4. Captain is sticking it out with Gwen. And
Mommy is awesome.
Mommy is awesome.
Mommy is OP. It's touching. Very touching. And I agree, Mom is OP.
Some good love for the mothers in this match. So this will be known as the match of the mother. To start off the match of the mother, we have Gwen's throw outspeeding Geiger's throw.
Gwen is really being consistent with throws here. I think that's the third time throw first turn.
Third time in a row, yeah.
20 damage, definitely pretty good for a first turn.
Yeah, that's what Gwen does, though.
She can really dish it.
Yep.
And even in spite of her innate, she can take it too. 80, like in a short match, 85 health. You know, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's actually, it's a pretty substantial amount of health. It's the same amount of health that Zane has. And I mean, Zane can't take nearly as much punishment as Gwen can. Because he ends up like... Damn it, I lost my train of thought. He ends up in some really bad situations if you don't play him right. Geiger going for another throw and getting outsped again.
Another 8.
Yeah, I think Southpaw is getting really confident with his throw game. Which I mean...
Well, he got like some positive reinforcement from the last match, so I imagine he's rolling with it.
Yeah. Although those were both 8 throws, though. I mean, like, yeah, you can be confident when you have a 7 throw, because, you know, Gwen only has 4 throws in her deck, which outspeed a 7 throw from Geiger. Well, and the ace throw, but, you know, that's not going to turn up out of the blue.
Unlikely, yes.
Unlikely, but nice block.
Good block for Geiger. Gonna build up that hand some more. As mentioned, the match is always anyone's game as long as Geiger has cards. Temporal Distortion is a terrible, terrifying thing to behold.
It truly is. Some of the best Geiger comebacks ever. From 1 health, managed to bring an entire health bar down from full to 0 with a single Temporal Distortion.
Up,
time kick! Lovely time kick from Southpaw. I don't know about Captain, but he hasn't been blocking or dodging that much, so time kicks seem to be a pretty, you know, good guaranteed damage option for Southpaw, as long as he doesn't...
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of defensive play from Captain, and I don't believe we've seen Glorious Remedy at all.
No, we haven't. We have seen the occasional block, and I think we've seen dodges more than we've seen blocks, but...
We've seen a few.
Yeah. Oh!
Outsped.
Outsped. I don't know about you, but Southpaw seems to be going a lot for the moves that seem to sort of counter other things, or be like on read moves. Like that 5 would be, yes, Nemesis Caden, confident 5.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It was a confident play.
5 is man 5.
I'm assuming he's saying that playing 5 is for men?
Yeah, well, I mean, when you, like, 5 is well, heaps of people play slow normals now. Like, I never used to see people play slow normals, but they do, because if they hit, then you do massive damage. But I don't think you want to play slow normals versus Gwen, because, just because she's, you know, really good
part of me can't blame Southpaw here, because there's so much throwing going on for Gwen, but, she's altered her game, perhaps predicting Geiger would get antsy.
Yep. 5 beat some of my block range. Oh wait, was that on knockdown? I might have missed that.
Yeah, I missed that too.
Yeah.
As commentators, we probably should have paid more attention to that, but...
Yeah, but I have an excuse. I had to wake up at 9 AM to stream this.
Oh, so you're just gonna leave... You know what? I'm gonna be professional about this and get back to commentating the match. 18 to 63. Pretty bad for Southpaw right now. Let's see what happens. Ooh!
Nice dodge. Okay, what is Geiger going to dodge into? My guess is a throw. There's a 10 throw. And now she's on her back. Right, so what would be the chances of her having a fast attack at this point? Pretty high. She's only used up 2 kings and 1 queen. And
She could
1-2.
easily have another queen.
She could easily have any fast attack, and she goes with the 3. Interesting. So
Pretty fast, but the block beats it. Good guess, Geiger. Probably really wants to build the hand, set up a temporal distortion comeback, I'd predict.
yeah. I think sort of the fast attack range is considered to be in the, or the transition at least, is considered to be within the 2.0 to the 3.0 range. That's sort of where a lot of the speeds come in. But yeah, Southpaw just got thrown, and that might end the match. Nope. Joker save at the last minute.
Hanging on by a thread.
Yep. Gwen has 3 cards, Geiger has 9, could still pull this off. There's the temporal distortion.
X Factor activated.
Yep. Now all you need to do is land a hit, and Gwen has 5 cards. What are the chances of her having a king, or a queen, or a 2? Pretty high. Honestly, I'd just go for double ace here. If he has it, I'd just go for, what is it? No, I wouldn't go for Cycloid, because I'd still need to win the game from that. I'd go for the other one. No, but he went for Cycloid, and I would have been wrong as well.
Yeah, hate to see it happen. Cinderella's story cast asunder.
Chillbane.
Unless, is that another Joker?
It is!
Oh, it is!
Nice save, again.
I retract my statement about the Cinderella story. It is still possible. Unlikely, but still possible.
Unlikely, but still possible. He is down 2 aces. So there are 2 aces that we know he doesn't have. But what else is there? He no longer has temporal distortion. I, at this point, would just throw out a time kick. He threw out a jack, and he got hit by the fast reversal, and the time kick would have also not worked. Oh well. GG, good game to Captain. Won by a substantial margin that time.
Yes,
And,
well done.
yeah.
Well, tip my cap to the captain. That was horrible. Do not make jokes.
Yeah, you should not make jokes, Randy. So Gwen is doing good. Do you think Southpaw will switch to a counter pick? Like Rook or somebody?
I think he's gonna stick with Geiger. He's got a lot of brand loyalty.
I don't know, he's thinking about it.
Well, who would you recommend if you were to counter pick? Who would you recommend?
To counter pick Gwen. That's a good question, I think. I might pick Setsuki, I think. Just because Setsuki... No, actually, no, I wouldn't do that. I take that back. I wouldn't pick Setsuki to counter Gwen. Because Gwen's fast specials... Why play low tier like Geiger? Geiger is not fucking low tier, Captain. Don't be disrespectful.
And also, you don't want to be a slave to the tiers in this game. I mean, in competitive play, you know, people read those a lot. They read into it quite a bit. Yeah. But you gotta love the character you're using.
Yeah, there's this 5 attack into 4. Southpaw actually reading into Captain's game to continue to throw first turn, but unfortunately, once he read into it, Captain changed it.
Oh!
Nice gold burst. Alright, I want to see if Captain will start...
I'm actually not sure I agree with that. Against someone like Gwen, I really value those jokers. They really protect you from her onslaughts.
I don't know about that, because the thing about playing against Gwen is that, you know, she has a ton of throw punish... No, block punish potential, because most of her attacks do punish blocks anyway. So that actually probably does make this matchup very bad for Geiger. But the thing about having aces as Geiger is that sort of scares Gwen into blocking and dodging more, which means
I can see that. Yeah, that definitely adds a level of psychological fear, like dodge. And
Speaking of which, Gwen dodged and Geiger blocked. I was just about to say that Southpaw can now safely build hand. Yeah, He can safely build a hand using block sort of stalemates. Hold on. Don't think about Yomi psychologically. If you fail if you try that. There seems to be a prevailing attitude in some members of the community now, in that if you get into mind games, you start losing, and that it's much better to just play like optimal strategy, which I don't know. Yeah.
I don't agree with that fully. I mean, if you play optimally for what's given in your hand, but you really, in your gut, feel like the opponent's going to do something else based on pattern or just how they compose themselves during the game, you should not play by what you have in your hand necessarily. I feel like gut is a very important aspect of this game.
Well, I think there is some validity to that assertion. There's it's not totally valid, because mind games are a factor to this game because everything can be counted. Speaking of which, nice dodge.
Oh,
nice. 9.
Try to knock the Joker.
Getting them knocked down. Well, Gwen has a high chance of farming a Joker. But what I was going to say is, a lot of people try, when they do that mind games aspect, is to play moves that sort of counter only a specific move. Like if somebody's like, oh, I think that the person's going to throw, so I'm going to throw out my slow normal, or I'm going to throw out my pile bunker. That loses to most of the options in the game, aside from throws. So that's not a legitimate situation. Nice time kick.
Time kick.
Punishing that king. So I think the problem with a lot of...
Geiger's not as enthusiastic about his time kicks.
No, it's not capitalized. So the prevailing attitude of, oh, if you do mind games, you're going to lose, is mostly because mind games lead you to doing some stuff that's really high risk. Like Southpaw was doing that this match, in that, he tried 8 throwing a couple of times, and once he got outsped, and another he just got attacked. So, that does end up, that can lead into it. But yeah, there is a prevailing attitude now that mind games are detrimental to your playstyle. Which, yeah, no, I don't think that's true. Oh, got a little bit greedy there.
Oh, that's too bad. Really wanted that damage.
Yeah, that would have been some excellent damage to have.
Game's still close, though.
Yeah. Life counts are still even, just about. But Geiger, having used up his aces, is in a bit of a precarious situation. Oh, nice! Nice throw. That was a good feat. You see, Captain, that is why mind games matter.
I think to discredit the psychological factor of the game is a little harsh.
Yeah, well, to discredit the psychological factor of any game is kind of silly. Powering up for aces. I think he has another temporal distortion in his hand, because then he can take back those queens. Yep, there it is. Takes back one of them. There's some good setup from Southpaw, going for a temporal distortion combo again.
Let's see what Gwen does. Fast reversal?
Yeah. Only one glorious remedy is in the discard pile, but I can see Gwen using it at this point of the game. Oh!
Oh, man.
Southpaw learned his lesson and went for the 0-speed attack. And that is going to be very bad for Gwen. Captain has now lost the life lead and needs to land some decent combos on Geiger while avoiding damage.
Yeah, it's almost at the point where Gwen has to actually worry about her health.
Yeah, so I'd be as captain, I'd be scared of time kicks, especially since I don't think. Ooh, and he's on temporal distortion. That might be game. Actually, I think it is.
Yeah, temporal distortion makes it game.
There's no point in jokering there, Captain. Actually, there probably was, because Jack and Queen weren't enough to kill together, but even so, there was still no point in Joker there. You weren't going to discourage any damage. And even if that was a Joker and those 2 6s got nerfed, that's only 5 health left. Switches to Manelka.
Interesting.
I don't know about you, but yeah, Manelka. Sorry?
He got the lead with Gwen. I'm wondering why he decided to switch to Manelka. Maybe just to switch things up? Mess with Southpaw's head?
Maybe, but Manelka's not that much of a... Like, people think that Manelka is a... Ooh.
Sad time kick.
Nice 10 block. Like, that Into Oblivion is actually really useful for Manelka, so if he had lost that to, like, a time spiral or something, that would have been bad. Ooh! Gold bursting that bone cracker. Captain's not going to be happy about that.
Personally, I always find it very satisfying to avoid the bone cracker.
Well, yeah, because it's just so bloody
Yeah,
asinine to fight against. Here's the Into Oblivion.
Just feels...
That was expected. He showed us that he had the Into Oblivion in his hand.
So no Jokers for Geiger.
Nope, he has to win the rest of this game with no damage prevention, and it looks like he might actually be able to do that pretty easily. There's a nice
good...
solid 7 throw. So Manelka's block there tells me that he doesn't have that much utility in his hand at the moment, so I wonder how Southpaw's going to read into that on the knockdown, and whether Manelka wants to try his hand at a fast reversal. Well, no, it's slow reversal.
Well played by her. I definitely approve of that. I was assuming actually a fast, a wake-up attack, a faster wake-up attack, but the dodge was definitely smart.
Yeah, the dodge was smart. But I'm not sure about the 4 from Captain. Like, I'm not sure what he was expecting there, because that... Like, it does cut under Geiger's 5 attack, I guess. That would be what my thought to it was. Oh, nice! Nice 2 attack. Captain getting a little bit overconfident with those bone crackers there. Most Manelkas I see in the game nowadays like to dodge into their bone crackers. If only because just to hit confirm. Although Geiger is on low hand now, so that's a little bit dangerous for him, but he is on full health. So, very substantial life lead.
Yeah, gonna need a Death Strike Dragon or a lot of good plays to get back from this.
Yep.
Manelka's got a pretty big handicap in his health.
Yep, and there's the temporal distortion to really make him scared. Yeah. I reckon if he loses this, he's probably, well, when he loses this, but I don't know. You don't want to draw any sort of early assumptions on this game. There could be a Manelka-style comeback. Nope, okay, never mind. No point in jokering there, mate. And just finishing off with a 2-poke.
And we're tied.
We are tied. 3 games to 3. 5
Indeed.
golden letters.
Perfect.
Yep. Southpaw here with a perfect. Which is hype.
Maybe.
Or something. I'd be more hype if I hadn't woken up at fucking 9 AM. Yeah, he switched back to Gwen. Alright.
That encouraged more brand loyalty, getting the 5 golden letters on you.
Yeah.
Will he open with a throw again?
I think he will.
And he did!
He did, and Southpaw read into it. And Captain, you say that mind games don't matter. Shots fired. Okay, Southpaw going for damage. Sacrificing 3 cards from his hand to bring Gwen down to 69. Lol. 69. I'm so mature. Oh,
I'm
the throw. I don't
believe it
know
or
about
not,
that.
I know someone else laughs at 69 besides me. Ooh, straight. Serious straight.
Nice Joker. Okay, so yeah, I can see the throw from Geiger if he has a Joker to back it up in case it loses. 3 aces though.
I know. Even with the Joker, he's paying for that mistake.
Ah, yeah. Now we know Gwen has Dreadlands Portal, which is always dangerous, because if she throws that out, then the only thing Geiger can do is attack. But if he attacks, she can dodge into it. Oh! I did not expect that.
Throw.
I definitely didn't expect that. I wonder what Southpaw Hair was expecting. I think he was expecting a dodge into Dreadlands Portal, maybe.
That's what I was assuming he was expecting. I figured, considering it a dodge, and I can't blame him. You know, the people love to dodge into their most powerful attacks, and she's all primed to do it.
Well, here's a precarious scenario. In all honesty, I just go for the fast time spiral, because you know Gwen might. Well, I mean, I know Captain said he doesn't like mind games, but he does throw, and throw is part of the mind game. So my guess is he might try and Dreadlands Portal. No. Wow. Okay, my thought pattern was the same as Southpaw's, and we were both astoundingly wrong. I don't think I've seen Gloria's Remedy used on such a high life count for Gwen, but even so, you know, being unpredictable is part of it.
Well, the thing is that when you say don't place this game psychologically, I feel like on some level that's impossible.
Yeah, that's true.
You have to be assessing the opponent in some manner.
Oh, okay. Don't know, I really don't know about that throw, because he's well, I say that because it lost. If it had won, I'd be like, excellent throw, that's a really good play, that's what I would have done, because I'm an asshole. But,
he's still very afraid of that dodge into, ace.
Yeah, he is.
And, again, can't blame him. Not sure I would have gone with the same play, but, I'm not in his position, so I can't say for sure.
Yeah, that's true. The only thing would be that he did still have time distortion activated, so Captain was probably, his first priority was getting rid of temporal distortion, like, before doing that ace move. Nice trade. That's a very nice trade, actually. And life lead by 10, which isn't substantial against Gwen, but, you know, Gwen is down to 35 life. We're going to have to see how Southpaw Hair plays it out from here on now. I would...
Time kick.
Nice.
Ah, he's got his enthusiasm back. This
is looking positive.
He's feeling himself, getting ready.
Yep.
And I can see why he's got the confidence back. He's got the lead.
Got a significant lead now. 23 life is a dangerous zone for Gwen because any combo can now take her down to very low range. Another throw. I don't think we've seen that much defensive play from Geiger this match. I mean, you can see that by the fact that he only has 4 cards in his hand.
Well, he's probably trying to play less defensive since Gwen was so throw-happy in the previous matches. This, again, the psychology at work here. Geiger is probably trying to reverse his manner of play to mess with Captain's head.
Yeah, I don't know necessarily about, you know, throwing in response to a person playing aggressively, but I can sort of see that. But you know, you really need to be confident in your reads if you want to throw a character with really fast attacks.
It is close.
It is very close.
That combo brought it to anyone's game.
And those aces mean that it's pretty even. If Southpaw manages to land those aces, he wins the game this turn due to Gwen's innate.
This could go either way, folks.
Yeah, so Captain, let's see if your strategy of going with mind games.
Oh
dear! Captain went for the mind game throw and lost.
Captain
you were right. You shouldn't pay attention to mind games. I think we're being really unfair on Captain.
Maybe.
Just for saying that. He's like, mind games. really bad in this game, and then we're just like, how dare you! We're going to criticize you for the rest of the match.
We took it so personally, but good games on both sides.
Yes.
Very interesting plays, and I love seeing the chips in play over time, seeing how the two players feel each other out, and I gotta say, it was very interesting to watch.
Yes, well played Southpaw, well played Captain. Captain is going to losers bracket, I think. So he's still in the tournament, but he's one game down, and you know, he's
a little salty, I gotta say.
Yeah, probably. Hold on.
Understandable.
Luck-based game. He's still defending that sort of thing.
Understandable to be salty, but I don't think that's great sportsmanship.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, did he throw out a GG? He didn't.
I didn't see a GG.
He didn't throw out a GG. Yeah. Oh well.
Well,
you know, I can still respect someone for being salty if they throw out a GG. I mean, I feel bad when I lose, especially in tournament matches all the time. But at least throw out a GG well played before you know, being salty.
Yeah.
Southpaw Hair was doing a range that was really stupidly heavy on blocking. Was he? Not in that last match.
So you said Captain's going to losers, then?
Captain is going to losers bracket. Yes, this is a winners bracket game.
So Southpaw moves on.
Southpaw moves on. Southpaw still needs to lose 2 games to be eliminated from the tournament, and Captain is down to 1 game until he's eliminated. And I just need to check the things on challenge, because I do have that tab open. Here we go. We have... Oh jeez, close this out. Stuff. Okay, so Southpaw Hair, representing Wisteria, has 4 more games in the tournament to go, and is in winners bracket. Captain, representing Mewtwo, has a lot of games left to go, and is in losers bracket. So, yeah.
Alright, well, those are some great matches. Certainly thrilled to watch as far as card games go. And I look forward to seeing more good play from Southpaw Hair and Captain.
Yes. Here's hoping. We're probably going to be commentating Southpaw Hair. We're probably not going to be commentating Captain's matches again unless he meets Southpaw again. So we'll be commentating Southpaw's matches, though, probably, if he asks us to, I guess. I mean, maybe we did such a shit job of it this time that he's not going to ask us again. But, yeah. Good game, yeah. Good games.
Nothing professional.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. We're not professionals. We don't get paid for this shit.
Well, other than that time I laughed at 69, which you did too, you know, we were totally professional. Totally mature professionals.
Yeah. Oh,
anyway.
Even professional, news anchors make dick jokes.
Either way, I'm gonna have to sign off. It was an honor commentating with you, Cloud Cuckoo Country.
Yes, it was an honor commentating with you as well, Randy.